options. Whether you like it, or you are expecting that vehicle with that way, or you are neutral to it, or you can accept it that way, or you will totally dislike it. These 5 options I am giving to you. So which one you will choose? You understood my question, na?
Yes,
Uh,
please.
So
Yeah, I'm
okay.
answering.
I'm giving you 4 options. Okay. In this, which one you will select?
I like it.
You like it. Okay.
Yes.
Now you are saying that it is like it. Okay. Now I have one more question. Okay. Now I have one more question. Suppose if I don't add this particular feature to your vehicle. Okay. If I don't add this a new feature, it will take some investment and all. So if I don't add it's a normal vehicle only, it will drive as it is. Okay. It's not I am not going to add this new feature to it. Will you like it? That feature I'm not going to add to at all. So will you like it? You can live with that.
I'm neutral to this.
You are neutral to this. Okay. So in this Kano model, this is how normally the question patterns. So for example, this is one example I have given, because you have to ask two-ended questions. Two questions. One first question is that if I add this feature, how will you accept it? Second is that if you don't add that, what is your reaction? Now madam has told that when you add it, you like it. Okay. When I don't add it, it is she is neutral to it. So what is the meaning? It is an attractive feature. Correct? Because if I don't give it, it doesn't matter to me at all. But if I add to it, it is giving a special. I am attracted towards that. Yes, this is a fantastic feature. So I wanted to have that. Okay. So this is how the two questions you have to always ask during Kano survey. The question number, if I add to it, what will happen? And if I don't add to it, what will happen? Okay. Now we will take one more example. I think time is there. I can one more example. Anybody, one more person, so that we'll have little more clarity on this. Okay. One more person will take. Who is there? One more volunteer. Thank you, madam. Fantastic participation from your side. So I hope that you understood very clearly. Okay. Now one more person can volunteer.
I'll take it.
Let me do it.
Mr. Kamalakannan. Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Kamalakannan.
Thank you.
Yeah. I am a representative of same electrical vehicle. So
Yes, sir.
I have come with another feature.
Yes, sir.
So I came here with another feature. The
Yes.
feature is that this particular new electric vehicle I am going to launch, I am giving a option of putting a SIM card to it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now this advantage of SIM card is that in that vehicle itself you can put a SIM card. So what will happen is that while you are driving, if you get a call, so you don't have to see that, take the mobile and see that who is calling, your boss or your wife who is calling. You don't have to look into. You can see from the screen that who is calling.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you can react to accordingly. Whether you want to attend call, you don't have to attend call. If you want to attend call, then the Bluetooth and you can discuss.
Yes.
If you don't want to attend call, you can leave it as it. Or another feature is that because SIM is put, you have got WhatsApp also in your screen. Okay. Suppose you forget to take lunch box from your home and your wife sent a message. Suddenly you are able to see that. Yeah, I forgot lunch box, so I'll get beating. So I have to go back and collect this lunch box. So I'm adding this particular SIM to my vehicle. Okay. So and you have to travel only 10 kilometers from your home to railway station. That is only distance. It's an electrical vehicle. You cannot drive for a long. So now if I want to add this particular feature to your vehicle, how will you take it? Same option I am giving. I like it, expect it, neutral, can tolerate, and I dislike it. If I want to add, how will you react to it?
So I like it, sir.
So you like it. Okay. Now if I don't want to add it, what is your reaction?
I expect.
Okay. So you are expecting. I mean, if you expect means you are. If I don't add, you expect. That is what you are saying.
Yeah, yes, sir. If it is not, maybe I can expect. This may be additional feature.
That if I want to add, you liking it.
Yeah.
So you
if
don't
it
want
is
to
that, I
add.
like it. Yes, sir.
If I
Right.
don't want to add, how will you react to it? That is my question.
So I'm neutral only.
You are neutral only. So again, it is a attractive feature. Again, it is a attractive feature. Okay. So I'm just, because of time limit, I'm taking only 2. So I understood that you understood with these 2 dimensional
Yes,
questions.
sir.
Now I have got one question to all of you. Okay. Now we are given 2 questions. Now when I ask madam and you both told that it is I like it. Okay. When I am asking that, if I don't add this particular feature to it, again, if you are saying I like it, then what is the meaning? If I add also, you like it. If I don't add also, you like it. What is the meaning of that?
It's indifferent.
Huh? It is not,
Indifferent.
the meaning is that you are not understood the question. Because when I said I am adding that particular feature, that time you said I like
You
it.
like it. Yes, sir.
When I am saying I don't want this particular, means when I am not adding to it, then you are saying that I like it, I like it. That means both the question you are giving same answer. That means you are not understood the question. Okay, so that is how generally the Kano model, when you are doing it, you have to see that what is your first question and what is your second question, and based on these 2 questions, you have to decide that which feature we are going to add. Correct. So that is how it is. So I think you understood that. So this is another example. The same example we have done. So if you are saying that I like it and I can accept it that way, means it is a attractive feature. Okay. So similar to that. Okay. If your questions, first question is 5 answers, options. Second case also 5 options, and based on your both the questions answers, you have to decide that which category you are into. Okay, you understood. So like I said that if both the questions, if you are like it, then it is a questionable feature. Okay, so like that, if one is like and other is expect, then it is attractive feature, like that. Okay, so we already given 2 examples. So with that, I hope you have understood this. So this is how generally the Kano model is working. You have to ask 2 questions, and both the question, from the answers of both the question, you have to conclude that where you are standing, which feature you are looking into. Okay, correct. Now this is another scoring method. Now you generally what you will do in this one, when you are doing a survey, you will do a survey to so many people, right? You will not do survey of 2 people and you will not decide. You will do a survey to so many people. Okay, so when I am doing a survey for a feature 1, and 3 people said that it is attractive to them, and 6 people are told that it is must be feature. And because people to people it will vary, the opinion will vary from people to people, from age to age. Young generation will tell something and old generation will something. So you have to survey all the this one across all the generation. You have to ask these questions. Okay, like some people said it is one dimensional, that means that's 5 years, one dimension. So when you are having this kind of for one feature, we have got this kind of multiple opinions. Which one you have to choose? You have to choose the mode. You know, mean, medium, mode. Mode means the highest number. Okay, medium means which is the middle number. Mean means it's average of total. So in this particular case, you have to go for the mode. Okay, so feature number 2, suppose, or let us take the feature number 5. So attractive 1% told, must be 9 people told, and one dimension 6 people told. Some people are, it is a reverse requirement. And questionable, as I said, questionable means they are not understood the question at all. So that kind of area you have to see indifferent. Okay, so that can it is must be feature, because the highest is 9, correct, in this case. Highest is 9, so you have to go for must be feature. Okay, so you have to take the mode. Okay, so this is what is all about. So if you have got 10 features, in these 10 features you have to collect some. Here I have taken some 23, some case it is 26. Okay, so that much you have to do survey, and which is the highest, that you have to consider for your, whether you add, not add, whether it is with waste of money or really it will attract the customer, you can get it from here. So this is all about Kano model. If you have got any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we will go to the next model. Next this one. All understood?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Understood, na? All enjoyed or what?
Yes.
Or felt sleepy? After
Yeah,
food,
sir, enjoyed it, sir.
enjoyed. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Because now after lunch, sometime no heavy. This one people will feel.
Dad,
oh,
you made two of the participants ask you questions, so they were not sleepy. They are very attentive. Because
I
two
have
of the
one
questions
question.
who have never
Ah,
opened
ah.
their mouth so far, they have opened.
Hello.
Okay.
Ramadhan
Yeah,
Kannan
you-
and other, madam.
somebody.
Thank you very much. Thank you, participants.
I
Yeah.
have one,
Question. Please ask. Please ask.
on the column grade, there is another denomination as I and O.
I is different. Indifferent. Means somebody was telling, indifferent.
Okay. And
Indifferent means there is no. It doesn't know whether it is acceptable or not acceptable. That is what it is.
no, but on what basis that
Questionable.
grade is defined?
Hmm?
On what basis that
So
grade is defined?
I think it is questionable. They asked when they asked they are not able to answer properly. So here the mode is that questionable. So as I said, when I ask, he is giving same answer. When I ask, no, that also is. If I don't add, what will happen? He is giving both the same answer. He is giving. That means he is not understanding why this particular feature all about. So from here we have to consider that this particular feature, if you give it from the mode, it is understand. It is for them. It is they are not understood this particular feature. So just let us just leave it as it is. So that particular feature we will not add at all. That's what it is.
If the two answers are not consistent, it is indifferent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Both the answers are not consistent, then it is indifferent.
Yeah. More questions coming means people are understanding more. So
Yeah.
I'm happy. Yeah.
One-dimensional. One-dimensional.
One-dimensional. The more questions, more the we will be happy.
Happiness.
Okay. Okay. So moving towards, shall I move to the next topic?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If,
Yes, sir.
with all your permission.
You can move.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm going to another topic is, let me just open that. One second. I'm just opening that.
Jai Kushore, you wanted to ask question?
No, it's okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Where is that? One second. Another, this one we are going to see is that it is called quality function deployment. Quality function deployment. Okay. So we are moving towards another topic. What is that? Yeah. So we are moving towards another topic, which is called quality function deployment. Okay. All of you are ready for the second attack of quality function deployment from the Kano model? Huh? Okay. Okay. So this is another interesting topic actually, like Kano model. This is also another very interesting topic to understand the customer's requirement. All this we are doing Six Sigma, all these things. Ultimately, why we are doing all these things? Ultimately, we want to have a better customer satisfaction, right? It is for the society and it is for the customers. So anything you do, you learn, you study, all these things are useful for a better customer satisfaction or better living of the society, right? So that is why another topic we are going to take it is quality function deployment. Okay. Now, this is okay. Again, this is another this one by Yoichi Akawa and Shigeru Musono. Again, Japanese only developed this particular QFD, and this is first structured in the Kobe shipyard Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. Okay, and introduced in 1983. Okay, so this is the small history of QFD. Now, what is the purpose of QFD? Okay, now we just just the previous topic we learned is that a Kano model. Okay, what is the Kano model doing? It is just telling you what is customer's requirement. Okay, now customer's requirement you learned in terms of vows. Vows means very attractive feature. Wants means the more the better. Okay, and needs, it is a basic, and a hidden needs. Okay, some requirements are, it is understood that it should be there. Okay, now this understood, you have understood all the customers requirement, or you are collected. It is not necessary that every time you have to do a Kano model for customers understanding. Nobody does that. Okay, you can do a minimum survey also. Okay, so first you have to collect the customers requirement. So who will collect the customers requirement in a organization normally? Which department will take a customers requirement? Understand customers requirement?
Branding and merchandise.
Which one?
Branding and merchandise.
Otherwise you can say marketing, you can call.
Marketing.
You can call marketing. Okay, it's all you can use whichever word you want. So normally the marketing department will collect the customers requirement. Okay, now this has to be converted into a technical characteristics. Okay, so this has to be converted into a technical characteristics or a technical specification. So who will do that? Generally it will be done by the engineering team. Okay, so understand what our customers requirement, that you have to convert into your product. So how you will convert into product? That engineering team will understand this customer's voice and convert into a engineering specification. Okay, now this why they are doing that? To build a and deliver a quality product and service by focusing everybody towards customer satisfaction through QFD process. So already I said that. So QFD's advantage is that this is a quality function deployment. It is a diagram or it's a picture. It's a visualization process. At a single page, you will understand what is customer's requirement, what is how you are converting into a technical requirement. From there, how you can prioritize the customer's requirement, or how you can translate this both requirement, and you have to prioritize that so that those features can be given high priority. Okay, so that is what is done by a QFD. So the reasons why QFD is appropriate, why QFD is required. If a new product development is essential for the existing company, existence of the company, for the survival of the company. If a new product development is essential, because as the market trend changes, so the organization needs to understand the market change, and you have to you have to upgrade your product and process. Okay, if that is necessary for the survival of the company, you can always look into a QFD. Okay, clients are complaining or not satisfied with your service. Okay, till yesterday the customers were very happy with your service. Okay, but as the market demand changes, the customers' expectations changes, the client started complaining you about your current service. It was one time it was okay for them, but today it is not okay for them. So when that kind of situation comes, the company should start how you can improve your quality. So how you can improve the quality, the function, how you can improve the function of the product. So this is the one reason QFD is required. And many times now you are doing a lot of excessive redesign to satisfy the customer, and you are unnecessarily wasting your time in keep on developing. So this kind of time you have to look into which is the priority, how to prioritize the customer's requirement, and you can add those features into your product so that customer is happy. Unnecessary you are keep on developing the product, and every time customer feedback is not improving, then this kind of time you can think about QFD. And competition is intense, and there is little time for mistake. The moment your competition is understanding the requirement, they are going very, very fast, and you are lagging behind. Then again, you have to look into QFD, whether how can you improve. Okay, so these are all the reasons why QFD. These are all the places where QFD is very, very appropriate. Okay. So as I was telling, that is the functions are marketing and engineering are the primary contributors. Okay, other functions like manufacturing, service, all these people are a secondary contributor because it's more related to new product. Okay, so these more marketing and engineering are the primary contribution. So from where these inputs are coming, It is from the voice of the customer, it is from the voice of the business and other voices and importance rating. Okay. So from this, all these inputs are coming. This is called house of quality, or quality function deployment is another word is house of quality. So it gets input from here, and this we need to translate into a system requirement. Okay. So whatever customers voice, you have to convert into a system requirement. Okay. So that is system requirement for VOC mapping and system requirement, or technical, you can say technical requirement, or you can say system requirement. Okay, whichever word you can use it. Okay, and system requirement prioritization. Okay, and technical interaction. So some interaction between different technical features, the interaction between features. And VOC competitive evaluation. So computation is intense. So you can compare the competitors as the features also, and a totally engineering evaluation. Okay, so we will see with one example. So you will get more clarity how QFD works. Okay. Now one voice of the customer to a technical requirement. One example I am giving here. Okay. Customer need EC opening of called drink bottles. Okay, so you have got a bottle, this Pepsi, all these things. So customer's requirement is that he should be able to open it very easy. Okay, now what is his technical requirement? It is torque required to open bottle. So you have to give some torque. Torque is nothing but a rotating force. Is called torque. Okay, so we have to give some specification. How much EC they can open the bottle, the bottle head. So this is one customer need of EC opening or drink bottle is converted into torque required to open the bottle. Another example, customer need a quick reply to a call. So customer is telling that I need a quick reply to call. So how you will convert it to a technical requirement? You have to say the response within 30 seconds. So it's measurable, right? So response within 30 seconds. So when the customer is saying quick reply to call, you are converting it to a technical requirement by saying that response within 30 seconds. Okay. So this is called what you call converting voice of customer to a technical requirement. Okay. Now we will see with one example. Okay. We'll see that how quality function deployment. So this is particularly called a quality function deployment. This is a simple one to understand. This is called quality function deployment. So here it is structured in a different ways. So we will see each one by one. Okay, and if you have got a question, you can ask during that time. Okay. First is that we have to capture the customer's requirement. So this is the quality function deployment for a printer. Okay, for a printer, this is a quality function deployment. Okay, now first requirement is that customer requirement. Now, if you want to go for a printer, the printer can be for a house purpose. Okay, now printer can be for a office purpose. Okay, printer can be for a design office. Okay, so this printers customer requirement will vary from customer to customer. If you want it for a house purpose, we are not worried about what is the speed and how many quality of printing or other multifunction. You don't for house you don't have to much worry. You have to worry about the size, because your house you will have a very limited space. You will worry about the size and the space and all those things you will worry. But if you are looking at a printer for your office, you are not actually worried about the size and space, because office will have a huge space and weight, space, all those things. But you are more worried about the speed and the number of additional features, that whether you can do a scanning operation, whether you can do a Xerox, all those things you are worried about those things. The speed, other multifunctions, those things. So the requirement, customer requirement will vary from customer to customer. Which is the purpose that you have to the customer requirement will vary according to the place which is used. Okay, so customer requirement is I have given few examples only because no, you can have as many as possible. This is for this purpose I have given very limited to 3-4. So printer size, speed, quality of printing and scanning, multifunction, copy cartridge. So these are the some of the customer requirement given over here. Okay, now the second one is that is the importance. Okay, these are the customer importance. Okay, so your this is scored, this is ranked from 1 to 5. Okay, 1 means minimum the customer is not showing much importance, but 2 means it's slightly more important, 3 means little more, 5 means highest important. Okay, so this looks like it is for a factory, this is looking for a office. Okay, that's why he is not worried about printer size, is he giving 3 as importance rating. Speed is giving 5, means in this particular case they are more looking for the importance is more given to the speed. And quality of printing scanning they are giving 4, and multifunction they are giving 5, and copy of cartridges is giving 4. Okay, so this is the customer importance. So first of all you have to get the customer requirement, then you have to rank as per the customer's importance. You have to rank from 1 to 5. You can have any scale, but in this case I have given 1 to 5, 1 being the minimum and 5 being the highest. Okay, so this is the customer importance. Now third one is that technical requirement. Now, a technical requirement is nothing but a processor speed. It's a technical requirement. Number of sizes of papers like A2, A3, A4, A0, all this is number of sizes of paper. Wi-Fi connectivity, again, a technical requirement. Printer weight, area, printer design. These are all some of the what you call technical requirement. So we have got customer requirement mentioned over here in this deployment chart. Then the customer's importance is given here. Third, what it is, this is technical requirement. Okay, so and the fourth one is that there is a correlation matrix. So this is here you have to give a normally in quality function deployment, one has to give a highest time over here, because how the customer requirement is correlating with the different technical requirements. It is not necessary that one requirement will meet to one. Okay, one requirement can meet multiple technical requirements. Okay, so the printer size means weight and area. Okay, speed means it is its process speed, Wi-Fi connectivity, some design. Okay, quality printing scanning means it is number of size of papers, design, all this is here. Multifunction means it is printer design. Okay, so how the customer requirement is correlated to technical requirement, and here again this correlation is mapped in terms of certain ranking. Okay, one means weak interrelation. Okay, so quality printing scanning I have given here, it is 1 as a this one. Number of copies and cartridge area, it is giving 1. Okay, now medium, there is some relationship are there, but it is not very strong. It is just a medium relationship. Okay, so that is also given here. Some places is like these 3 speed is I have given printer design 3. Okay, and some copies cartridge I have given 3. Okay, now this is actually this particular ranking you are giving is how much you are expert in this particular field. So this may be slightly, it is a little bit subjective. The person to person, it may slightly change. Okay, this because generally this is done by a as I said, it's an engineering team and all the subject matter experts. So they will only understand what is exactly the correlation between the technical requirement and customer requirement. Okay, 9 means it's a very strong relationship. So like printer size, the area, we know that weight and area is will give a strong correlation. Okay, so strong interrelation. Okay, similar to speed and this one, it will give a very strong correlation, and Wi-Fi connectivity, it will give a strong correlation. So accordingly, you are given the interrelationship, certain ranking, certain numbers you are given over here. Okay, wherever there is blank piece, there is no relation at all. Okay, so this is correlation matrix. Okay, so we have done what? We have first customer requirement we have identified. Then we understood the customer importance. Then what we have done? We have done a technical requirement. Then fourth, what you have done? We have identified certain correlation with certain numbers. Okay, these numbers with this number you understood what is the correlation between some technical requirement and the customer requirement. Okay, so this is what is the fourth. And the fifth one is that this is called the roof. Okay, roof of quality function deployment. This is called a roof. Now you can see that processor speed. So this is a upward arrow. Okay, this is upward arrow. So what is the meaning? The more the better. Processor speed, the more the better. The number of size of paper, more you can number of the size of paper, it is better. Okay, Wi-Fi connectivity, more it is better. Now printer weight is generally printer weight, the less is better, correct? Printer weight and all less is better. Area also less is better. Okay, if you can have a very compact, it is very, very good. Still it can meet their purpose, it is very good. Okay, so this is less is better. Printer design, more is better. So this is what is mentioned over here. Now between this different technical requirement, how it is correlated, that is what is given here. So if you see the processor speed and Wi-Fi connectivity, there is a positive correlation. Okay, now if you see that printer design and processor speed is a positive correlation. Number of size of paper, positive correlation. Wi-Fi connectivity, positive correlation. But you can see some places like area and number of size of paper. Here it is a negative correlation because area less the better, but whereas number of size of paper is more the better. So you have got a trade-off in this case. Okay, so here again now printer weight and number of size of paper, it is a negative correlation. Negative correlation means it's a trade-off. Negative correlation doesn't mean that it is negative. The negative correlation means it's a trade-off. Now you have to decide that according to your requirement, you have to decide that which one you have to choose. That's all. It doesn't mean that negative correlation, so I will remove that particular feature. It doesn't mean that. It means that when you are adding two features, these features, when you meet each other, it will give you a contradiction. Okay, it gives a contradiction or it gives a trade-off. Now in this trade-off, you have to decide which one you have to choose for. That's all. That is only the meaning of this negative correlation. Okay. Now, so far is everybody is clear? Or you have got any question?
Sir, I've got one question over here in terms of the correlation that you talked about, the trade-off and everything. So these are the positives and the negatives, which is between the technical requirements.
Yeah,
right?
yes.
So that is purely the technical, while the direction of improvement is on my customer importance.
Yes, right. Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next we will go to the next. Now next is that, as I said, 9 means it is positive, like strong interrelation. 3 means medium, and 1 means weak interrelation. Okay. Now we have to now you understood all this technical all this correlation. You have put certain numbers over here. Now from here we have to get certain technical priorities. So how will you take the technical priorities? That's what we want to see here. Okay, so how will you do that? Now here you have got a processor speed is given as 9, right? So this into this will give you 45, right? Here 9 into 5. There is no other numbers at all. So 9 into 5, it is giving you a technical priority is 45. Okay. Now here you can see 1 into 4, right? 1 into 4 plus 3 into 4. So how much it is? 1 into 4 is 4. 3 into 4 is 12. It's coming 16, right?
Yes.
You are all following that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So another example, I'll give you 9. 9 into 3. 9 into
5.
so 9 into here it is 3, na? It is gone. 1
So
second.
9 into 3, yes, sir, 27.
Yeah. 1 second. I lost my printer.
Because Wi-Fi connected,
So-
9 into 5.
So it is 27, right? Like that, here it is 31, and here you can see it is the highest number
Yes,
because 3 into 5 plus 9 into 4 plus 9 into 5 plus 3 into 4. So you are getting totally 108, right? This much is clear,
Yes, sir.
correct, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you have to add this, all these things. You have to add all these things. So you are getting, sorry, one second. 1 second. Okay. Now, no, it is not coming. Okay. Anyway, you have to add all these things. You are getting, I think, you are getting 272. Okay. You are getting 272. Okay. Now, when you are getting 272, now you have to divide 45 divided by 272. So how much you are getting? You are getting 16.54. You are actually your relative importance you are calculating. Now you are calculated that technical priorities. Okay, you are calculated technical priorities. Okay, now you got 45, 16, 45, 27, 31, 108. So how you got it? You are multiplied and added. So you got it. Now you added all these things and I think you are getting 272. This is the number you are getting, 272. Okay. Now from this 272, what is your weightage? For 45 means what is the weightage? 16 means all percentage you have to take it. 45 means what is, like 108 means it is 39%, 39.7%. How we are getting 108 divided by 272. So you got 39%. 31 divided by 272, you got 11.4%. 27 divided by 272, you got 9.92%. Okay. So you got a relative importance from this number. Now, by doing that, what you are getting, what you are going to get from this? You will get the priority, right? You will
Yes,
be able
sir.
to get the priority, correct? So, which is the highest priority in this case?
Printer design.
Printer design in this particular case study. In this particular case study, printer design is the highest priority, correct?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
And the next one you can think about 9.26. Okay, next one is 9.26. So accordingly, you can change. It is not going. Discard. I'm just discarding it. I'm just removing that, so it is visible clearly. I say. Okay. Now you got from here 39.71 is the highest priority. Okay, and next is that, what is that? 16.54. There are two priorities of 16.54. Okay, so you got all the priorities from here. Now you can give the design target accordingly. So you can give process speed means you have to give highest importance to this one. So you have to give whatever design target you can give that. So by just looking into one diagram, you are getting all the requirement of a customer. Okay, right from customer requirement to importance to technical requirements. It's a trade-off or a positive relation to its technical importance to its relative importance. All considering all these things, you have to go for your design targets. So this is what is all about quality function deployment. I'll just show you its Excel sheet also. So Excel sheet also this calculation. So actually I'll share that Excel sheet so that you can get, if you have got some doubt, you can also get from that. 1 second. This Excel sheet I'll share with all of you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you understood, na? Any question?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing is okay. Now this one I am giving you as a homework to all. This particular worksheet I will give to as a homework to all. One second, start video. Okay. Okay. Now this is another this one. Here this is slightly this one you can take it as a homework. I will send this sheet to all of you. Is now we are discussed about all this area, right? Technical requirement, customer requirement, technical requirement, then the QFD, the importance, and then you talked about the technical absolute importance, then relative importance from that. Now, if you are got some competition with you, suppose this one you can take it as a homework. This sheet, if you have got any doubt, you can come back to me next week or so. Okay. Here, if you have got some competition, and if you want to consider this competition also into your consideration, apart from customer importance, you want to consider where your competitor is standing and what is the improvement you require. If you want to consider those things, there is another column over here that is called planning metrics. Okay, so you can consider competitors' point of view in terms of your customer requirement, and from there you can take all these dimensions here. So here you are taken from here. Instead, in this case, you will start taking the points from here because you are considering the competitors' point of view also here. From there, you are considering your technical importance as well as relative importance, and your product in terms of those technical requirement where it is standing that you are looking into. Considering all that, you are going to a design target. So this is same quality function deployment, but you are added only the competitor's point of view you are added. So all the calculation is given over here. It's just my request to you, all of you, is that just go through this. I'll send this sheet. There is a manufacturing also, it is given here. Okay, and there is a hospital service also given here. So all these things you can just go through, and the principles remain same. Only thing that instead of the calculator from here, the calculation are coming from here considering your competition. That is only the addition here, but the remaining all remain same. Okay, so I'll just share this sheet to RK sir. You can collect from him, and you just go through it how it is made, and based on that you can if you have got any doubt you can ask. Okay, and also I am requesting, if you have got any product and if you wanted to do a real exercise, you can do that exercise also, so that if you do hands-on exercise, you will have so many questions also you will have, and you will have more clarity on this kind of topics. So that will give you a more clarity. Okay, so this is what is QFD. Okay, so you have got any doubt in QFD, you can ask. Otherwise, we can move to the next topic. All of you are clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, what is next? RK sir is there?
Sir, I'm there.
Sir, so
I'm there.
QFD also completed. Now next is case study.
Probably you can take some rest. I will finish it off SciPark and then you can go to case study.
Okay, fine.
Right?
Great.
That will be fine, right?
Okay.
So we have got what do you call the time up to 3:45, because I'll finish it and then ask them